Welcome. Join the live on a quick action. Sunday, we're halfway February. Listen, y'all, we're halfway February. Uh, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but for me, that is fast. And maybe that has to do with the way that I'm taking each and every single day as an opportunity to do something or not do something. Let me be honest about that as well. I'm not doing something each and every single day. I'm still human. But maybe it's the mentality about it. So I will talk about that later, or maybe that's for another segment. But anyway, I wanted to jump on the live because I have been noticing that people are picking up on the live after I post them, which is fine. It's great if you can join the live. I don't really have a set date or time for them. So whenever you see the message pop up, uh girl, bro, join in, jump in. That's what the live is for. A great way of always being guaranteed on an update of whenever I'm going live is to hit the notification bell. If you subscribe to this platform, you can hit the notification bell and then you will see a pop up on your phone when I'm going live, right? You will get that. I don't know if it's still by mail. I don't think so, but you will definitely get a notification on your phone when you hit that notification bell. So hit the notification bell. The notification bell will give you a notification when I'm going live. It will give you a notification when I post something because I can sometimes post something on the community page, the community tab of my channel, but also when I post a new video that can be a short or that can be a longer form video, which I do on a weekly basis. So hit the notification bell and you can put it on silent. Okay, so you don't have to hear it ping all the time. You can put it on silent, right? And even when I pop on your phone, you know it's going to be something good. You know, something that we can share here on this live, or actually I'm sharing on this live. But if you're joining in, great, then we definitely all can share something about this live. So the thing that I wanted to share now quickly, I always say quickly, and it turns out to be a little bit longer. But the thing that I want to share with y'all in this quick moment, that's a good description. Quick moment on this Sunday where everybody's chilling. Maybe you're sitting in front of the TV. Maybe you are planning your week out as to what are the actions that you're going to take when it comes to your artistry or your creativity, the content that you're going to create, maybe the next art piece, the performance, piece of content, all of those great things that you're creating for yourself. This might be the time that you're doing that, and that's fine. Or maybe you're just relaxing, which is what I've been doing. I've been relaxing. I haven't done a dang thing, okay? I cooked. That's what I did. I cooked. That's good too. I think in one of my videos, I don't know which one it is, a couple of weeks, a couple of videos ago. You have to go through my library. I have a lot of videos now posted here on my channel. And I think in one of the videos I explain how important it is to have activities that are non-art related, have non-art related activities. Why? Strangely enough, the most creative artistic ideas actually come in the moments that you are not busy with art. There happens something in your brain, in your subconsciousness, and all of a sudden, bam, there you have another artistic idea or expression that you want to execute. So having those moments where you're not doing anything with art, and I mean seriously, you're not doing something creative or artistic, actually really help you to get to epiphanies or not, because I am a very strong advocate of having a life next to whatever it is that your heart is invested in. Like, I absolutely love art. I do it with my whole heart, my whole mind. Um, but I also do believe that I'm also human and there are more facets to me than just doing art. So I go to the gym, or I go for a walk, I go outside, I just don't do anything. I'm on the social media. I have fun with my son. you know, we have conversations, we talk about things. I have fun with friends. I go out and dance, do a hobby. That's one of my hobbies that I have. It's not really a hobby, it's really activity that I do. It's one of the ways that I express my art as well. And I think I also talked about it a couple of videos ago as well. Again, you got to go to my feed, go to my page, because there you will find a lot of things of what I'm doing. A lot of things of what I'm doing. I am a multifaceted person, but not just me, you as well, everybody. And it doesn't mean that you have to have 10 different activities. It means that you have a number of activities that just keep your mind off the things that you are doing. I'm a strong advocate that it is very important to have that in your life. It also brings balance. You do not get overworked. You do not put pressure on yourself. And it also depends on what type of person you are. It depends on what type of person you are, whether you're someone who really performs under pressure, or you're the type of person who's like, okay, this is my level. I need some rest. So really look at that, but have some things that really would, shift the, how can I say that? I don't think I have a really right way of describing it, but I think just have balance. I think that's the great way of saying have balance in your life. So the thing that I wanted to share here is working in your favor. That's the title of this chit chat and Q&A. The reason why I call it chit chat and Q&A is because I want to use this particular segment as a chit chat, as a Q&A. Maybe you got questions. Maybe I am posing questions to you, right, that you can think of and you can take into consideration. But I think in this particular segment, I want to ask you, what has been happening in your day-to-day activities that have worked in your favor, and why have they been working in your favor? Why has that particular situation worked in your favor? Or why has that particular activity, event, decision worked in your favor? Hello, welcome into the live. Let me know what is going on. Let me know here below if you're watching, where you're from. I really appreciate it for people to come into the live. Really appreciate it. So yeah, what has been the thing that you really what you have noticed or seen that really worked in your favor? To give an example, a really practical example, what happened this week. So a couple of months ago, I think it was last month, I replied to an open call. Came with a great idea. Like, I mean, the idea was tight. And apply for the idea. The open call would provide an opportunity to have your own solo exposition, and it needed to be based on a certain number of criteria. And definitely one of the criteria was that you have to live in the city Amsterdam, which is unfortunately not my criteria, because I live like half an hour away from Amsterdam. But I was like, you know what? Let me just make it as tight as possible, make it as good as possible. And, unfortunately, it was not the response that I would get. They rejected it. It was like, well, it's a great idea. We really love it, but we have decided to go with other people. So this is our reply to your application. However, they did mention another opportunity that was available for artists, where they could display their work for 2 weeks. And in the beginning, I didn't want to hear it. I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't want to hear it. I did not want to hear that at all, because that is not what I wanted. My mind was not focused on that. It's not what I wanted to hear. It's not what I wanted to see. How are you telling me this? You better give me what it is that I want. I didn't get it. So I was kind of salty about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I was salty. I laugh a lot on this channel. I keep it mellow. I keep it positive, because that is the outlook on life that I want to have. It hasn't always been joyful. So to have that particular mentality for me has been a lot of work. And then to see the fruits now coming towards me and I can eat from them, I want to continue to do that. But that moment I was salty. Period. That moment I was salty. And I know myself. I know I can get caught up in that emotion. And I was like, instantly, like, okay, leave it alone, put it to the side. You don't have to do anything yet. You don't have to respond to it yet. Leave it alone. Just continue whatever it is that you're doing. Leave it alone. I did. A couple of days later, yes, days. A couple of days later, but that was also because I was just, I was doing other things. I wasn't thinking about it anymore. That is how far I was. I wasn't even thinking about it anymore until I was like, okay, oh yeah, wait a minute. There was this thing, right? In my mail. Okay, let me go in my mail. So I went into the mail, I read it again, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Here they explain that opportunity. And I was more calm. I was completely calm. And I was able to read what it is that they offered, but I had to be quick because they have, of course, a schedule and it's filling up really fast. And they already said, like, listen, until the whole summer, that's not possible for you to do it. So if it's in your planning, wanting to do it behind, after the summer or maybe somewhere during the summer, you can do it, but you have to be fast. So I was like, well, wait a minute. That actually works out pretty well. And something like a voice said, do it. Do it. Say this date. Well, not exactly that I had to say that date, but I looked at my calendar. I was like, you know what? This date would be great. And I applied for it. And they said, well, if you want to, we can block that. We can block that time for you. And eventually I saw that the bigger picture was for me and like for any artist to get your work out there for people to see it, right? There were two ways. The first one, okay, it didn't come to me the way I wanted to, but I still have the opportunity to do it anyway. So I was like, dang, it's working out in my favor anyway. And, it doesn't say, well, would I have wanted it differently? Of course, but I fully understand that there are variables I just don't have any influence on, right? People will pick whatever they want to pick. The things that I have influence, the things that I can influence are how I respond to the criteria, how well I understand the criteria. Am I giving what is being asked? Is there a budget? Is there, a certain amount of people that are reacting to a quote, to an open call? What has preference? All of those factors come into play that I can influence or not influence. So some of them I can influence, others I cannot influence. So eventually it worked out in my favor. So I'm not going to say exactly when it's going to come. Y'all just have to sit and wait. And I'm definitely going to do, a segment of, y'all already know this, what this channel is about, right? Y'all already know what this channel is about. So you're definitely going to see it. So I'm happy for that. I'm so happy for that. This is another activity on my list, like on in my calendar for 2023, which I'm like, you see, it's working out in your favor. Since the moment that I quit my job and me having the mentality of saying, I want every day to have an activity that I'm aware of, that I'm consciously involved in, even if it's me now sitting on a Sunday here on the couch, doing nothing. Well, I'm not doing nothing because I'm talking to y'all, but me just sitting on the couch and not doing anything, that is still me being consciously busy with that. Okay, consciously being busy with that. I like that. I dig that. It shows that even if you do not know what's going to happen 2, 3, 5, 6 months from now, you knowing that there is an end result that you want to have and you're willing to step into that direction is going to work out in your favor. Most of the time. Cannot always be all the time. Most of the time. I do believe it can be a lot more times when you just keep on going. So that is definitely something that I'm going to do. So I'm just really happy for that. Kind of just wanted to share the good news too as well. Um, Even though it still sounds like kind of like, girl, you're not really saying where and when. No, I'm not going to say when and where because I still believe in the fact that You reveal all when it's completely done. That has worked for me tremendously, right? But I can't say that this is on the agenda for it to happen. So that is a great thing. And I also wanted to share it as a great example of you just have to, take the steps that work in your favor. When I when I made the decision to quit my job, my previous job, um, that was a tough one. It was a tough one, but because in in theory, on paper, it wasn't a bad job. It wasn't a bad job at all. Um, However, I was not really free in the way that I could stretch and work with the time that I really needed for me to make the next steps. And I also knew that, oh God, I have to make that leap again. But it works itself out, right? Even if it doesn't look the way it needs to look, it will work itself out. It will definitely work itself out. So what are some factors that play in that? Time. You got to be on time when the opportunity comes to you. Got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You have to sit and be like ready. Don't get ready when the opportunity comes. Get ready. And when somebody says, "Can you do it?" and you're doubting, just say yes. I can do it. Maybe not with everything, but say yes. Say yes. Say yes. But it's the it's the good old saying. Uh, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So time is a great factor into this. Prepare yourself in the time, even if nothing is happening. Give yourself assignments. Give yourself commission yourself. Put yourself on the project. Do that and put that in your portfolio. Put that in your roster of work that you have accomplished. So do especially that. Feedback, not necessarily to this particular example, but just in general, I do believe that feedback can really help you to see, okay, what am I admitting in my energy and what is it that I'm getting back from that? Who is attracted to that and who is, who am I repelling? What opportunities am I repelling? So feedback is really important, time, feedback. And the last one, which is work. Action. Acciones. Action. I just stated it on my TikTok. I'm going to state it here as well. You can't um, you can't fast forward yourself into the process because you will miss certain things that are just very key into doing what it is that you need to do. Maybe you need to pull out your leadership skills out more. Maybe you need to change the way that you look at yourself. You're not just an artist, you're also a business owner. So act and believe in yourself as a business owner. Maybe this process is now also going to teach you that you have to have a strategy. What is the what is the theme of the year, and what is the strategy that will lead you to the theme and the result of the year? What steps are you going to take? And if something fails, is there maybe a workaround, something that you can do? Who can you collaborate with? Where do you now need to go? All of those great things, right? Time, action, feedback, core factors. I think that any artist, any creative can use them expeditiously. Expeditiously. So okay, I saw one person popping up and the person went off. Maybe for the next time, again, hit the notification bell, subscribe to this channel. Let's push this content further into the YouTube and Facebook and Instagram stratosphere. um, More faces like me need to come on here and talk about this beautiful journey about art and the great things that it brings along with it. If you want to know what it is that I create, and maybe you want to be someone who supports my business, you can go to my website. It's www.mcjstudio.me. Me. You will find me over there. The work that I have, and also like art prints, original work. For the exclusive content, especially when it comes to the coming project that I have, Queen of Sheba, I'm not your mother. I'm not your mama. You can go to Patreon because I will be putting a lot of content over there. I've already made the decision not to share too much about it here on the YouTube. You can follow me there on Patreon, which is a membership site. All right, there you're really looking over my shoulder and into my brain on how to set up this project. And you will also see how why it is actually working for me concerning the date of having like that 2 week display of my work in Amsterdam at that particular location that you will hear about later. See how that all works with each other? So yeah, support the business, support me on all platforms, right? Tell a brother to tell a sister to tell an uncle to tell a nephew to tell a niece to come over here and follow me. Thanks so much for the people that are already following me here on this page. Let's go to 1,000 followers and a lot of watching hours. Not even that. Let's go over and aboard 1,000. 1,000 even is not even that. So let's go over and beyond, over and beyond. When you see this and this resonates with you, hit that subscription button. Just hit it. All right? Hit it. Weekly content guaranteed about good stuff. This is not the fluffy stuff. Not at all. All right? Gonna wish y'all a good weekend. Let me know what you thought about this segment. Maybe you got some questions and I can take along with in the next segment. This was my small chit chat for now. See y'all later. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.